So we are jumping right into today's video. There's going to be really no intro, no anything like that, because to be completely honest, I don't even have enough time right now to get ready, get myself ready, because I am just working on a ton of stuff, just kind of getting ready for Black Friday. I hope you guys will be able to hear me over the sounds of me cutting up this piece of paper. Hopefully the sound is kind of cool and you guys will like to hear more of the sound effects of what I'm doing instead of just doing a voiceover, which I actually was preparing to do for this video, but I decided not to do it and just kind of talk to you guys right now because it makes the editing process easier. So this paper right here that I'm using, this is called honeycomb paper. Well, that's what I call it. It's probably called something else, but essentially it's just an alternative to using bubble wrap. So I just go through and I pre-cut everything to make it so much easier when it comes time to needing to package up my orders. And I'm actually thinking about going through on my orders or my candles on the shelf and doing a prep. So prepping and putting them in boxes. I probably won't do everything, but I do want to do the majority of them and go through just to make the shipping process a little bit faster. And, you know, just kind of doing the work ahead of time so I'm not left with doing everything all at once. And what I'm doing right here is actually just using an X-Acto knife. So this right here, I don't know if you guys can see, it's just a regular X-Acto knife. And it's, you know, just sharp, cuts it. I used to use scissors and I would go through, and I'll show you guys the difference. So I would just go through and cut it. And I did that a lot in the beginning until Chris was like, why don't you just use a blade? It's so much faster. And he's absolutely right. You just have to be careful that you're not going to cut yourself in the process because, you know, obviously we don't want to cut ourselves. But as far as what I'm doing today, honestly, you guys, I don't know what it is. I feel so, I don't want to say all over the place or unorganized because I have written down what I need to get done today. But I guess I'm just, ever since the fall collection release and the winter collection release, I haven't really wanted to hype myself up for Black Friday this year just because I feel like it's not going to be the way that Black Friday was last year. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything. I'm just trying to be realistic and not trying to get my hopes up with everything because I don't want to expect tons and tons and tons of sales if it's not going to happen this year. And I think it just has to do with the fact of, I don't know, I just feel like so many people this year, like I feel like people have less money this year than they did last year, ironically, because of the stimulus checks and so many people were on an unemployment making, you know, 2 or 3 times as much as they would have, you know, not working. So I just feel like people were spending a lot more money last year. I don't know if you guys have noticed that as well. When I talked about the video of my fall release and my fall collection, how I said I technically failed with the collection, I had a couple of you guys say that you've experienced a dip in sales, that everybody's going through it as well, and it's not the same as it was last year. So that's just kind of what I'm doing. Again, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything. I'm just trying to be realistic. I could, you know, come back and be like, oh, Black Friday was great this year. It was a good success, you know, whatever it is. I'm just trying to do the best I can right now to really focus on putting out content. I'm going to put out a post as soon as I'm done doing this on Instagram. I'm also thinking about trying to get back on TikTok. That, you guys, I swear, it's either I focus on YouTube and my business and, you know, my Etsy digital download shop and my extra project that I've been working on for the past year that kind of, I was so close to launching, but I had to push it back a little bit more. So there's just so much going on. And I know that TikTok is absolutely something that I should be doing and focus on a lot more. But I think what was hard is I was on the business account for TikTok and I didn't have fun making the videos because I hated the sounds. I hated the music options for like the free for commercial use or whatever it was when you're on a business TikTok. And I didn't have fun with it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to switch it back to personal and see if I can just have fun with it and not try so hard to, make really high quality videos, because that's what I really tried in the beginning. I was using just my my DSLR camera for all of the videos. I wasn't even using my phone for any of the videos. And it took me just way too long to put out anything. And now I'm like, you know what? I need to just not care and just put out stuff. You never know what is going to go viral. You never know what videos people are going to pick up on and see or end up on the For You page. So I think that that's just kind of what I need to be doing. I can't think about all the time of just making it the perfect type of video content. I just need to make videos. That is what I need to do. So what I'm thinking about doing right now is going through and just kind of showing my studio for a video and just like picking a fun sound or a fun song to put behind it so that it can actually be a fun video and a nice video. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm focused on right now. So content on social media, I'm trying to post on Instagram on my stories what I'm doing right now, what I'm prepping. I also made the mistake of not having enough wicks. So I had to order some wicks a couple of days ago and they're coming in tomorrow. So it is what it is. I have a ton of stock right now. I think it will be more than enough, but I did want to try to make a little bit more and have a little bit more to make and put up throughout the weekend as the sales come in and I need to replenish different scents. So that is kind of what I'm working on right now. And then I actually want to show you guys my little wax melt area right over here. So this is my wax melt area. So I had downgraded from a larger wax melt holder down to this one. And I kind of regret it and I kind of don't. And it's just because this one, it doesn't hold as much. So I have all of these on the side and I have a little bit stacked over there as well. But it's just so much more compact and it's not super big and bulky. The other one was just so big and bulky and I didn't like it. So I now have those stacked over there and I'm really hoping that I either get a lot of wax melt sales or I can run a specific wax melt sale and just get, as many of these sold as possible. But I'm also trying to stock up too for my next market that I'm doing next month on December 10th. So let me show you guys over here. My whole station over there is just a disaster. So I have everything over here. I have all of these candles right here. And then I also have more candles in totes on the other side of the room that were left over from the market. So I left those in there so I could use them again for my next market. But I was thinking about taking them off and putting them on the shelves, but they're already wrapped up and I just kind of want to leave them in there. So this is not all of my inventory, but it is a good amount of it. And I'm restocking on a lot of scents that people have been asking for, like the DJ down here. And I also have Safe Haven that has not been available for a little while now. I also have Pacific Coast Highway that I've had a lot of questions about as well. So this is what it's looking like over here. Have all of that cut up. I also really want to go through and take some photos because I'm going to be doing a giveaway for Black Friday like I did last year. I really, really like doing that. I think doing a giveaway just kind of brings traffic to your business at that time on that day. So people are tagging people and I don't know, part of me wants to do it on Friday. And then another part of me wants to maybe do it tomorrow or Thursday. But Thursday's Thanksgiving, and I just don't know how many people are going to be on social media on Thursday, unless it's people who are with their families and they're just needing to escape into social media, which is very, very possible. But I am just going to take some photos, maybe get some cute holiday photos, because I'm going to be doing the same giveaway that I did last year, where I do a giveaway of all of the winter collection scents in the tins. So it's going to be all of these scents, these sizes right here in the 10s, and I'm going to be doing all of the ones from the winter collection. So that is what I am focusing on right now, just prepping. I need to put some samples together, make more stickers, have that all prepped and ready to go so I can just have those when the orders come in and I don't have to worry about that. I also need to print out some of my thank you candle care card, wax melt cards, have those ready to go and put away in my little drawers over by my shipping station. I also need to clean off my shipping station because it's a disaster right now. So I need to go through and make sure that that is organized and ready to go, because one of my main tips in my video where I talked about prepping for Black Friday was to make sure that you're cleaning everything up. So that is what I'm doing. I also need to go through and take inventory of everything. So make sure I go through, take inventory of everything that I have and make sure that it's accurate on my website, which I know that there's a lot of scents that I have not yet updated on my website. So I need to make sure that I do that. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I do today. I just wanted to film a little bit for today. I have a lot to do, but I just kind of want to take you guys with me, show you what I can, and then hopefully I can also do a video of me packaging up Black Friday orders, and just kind of, you know, make it this theme during this time, since this is like the biggest sales time of the year. So if you guys are also packaging up orders, or if you're prepping or whatever it is that you're doing right now, and you're just kind of listening to me, hopefully this video can keep you entertained in the meantime, since you're not going to see my face today because I am a hot mess. So I will just show you guys whatever the next thing is that I'm doing. All right, guys, so I have moved into the sticker portion as well as getting set up for the little photography shoot that I'm going to be doing for the giveaway of the 10 candles. So I just printed out a couple sheets of these stickers as well as the ones right over here, so the candle lover stickers. And so I'm just going to go through and individually get these out of here. They're already cut through. I don't know if you guys can see on there. They're already cut. And I use, oh, you guys aren't able to see it, but I use Silhouette Studio, and this is just the original Cameo. So it's just the first one they ever did. It's a really old one. I would probably recommend, if you are going to get one that's a newer one, because I've actually had some issues with my newer computer and the older software. I've had it crash a couple times and I've had to reinstall it. So uninstall it and then reinstall it again. But overall, I mean, it's been pretty good to me so far, and it was my sister, so I got it for free, so I can't really complain. And then right over here, we have a mess right here, of course, but this is just where I'm going to be doing my photography. So I went out to my car because actually from my Airbnb, I left a ton of stuff in my trunk that I forgot about. So I have all this stuff right here. I have this little holiday blanket and these cute little pine cones that I've used before for product photography. So I just want to go through and try to create something. I don't know, I'm thinking about doing some sort of like flat lay or bird's eye view type of photo, but I do have my marbled background right behind it. And these are the replica surface boards that I use, and this is just a regular poster board, which again, you can use that absolutely for product photography. You don't have to use replica surfaces. I just like it because it has those little holders. You get these nice little boards that you can use, but I'm just going to go through, and I did get an extension cord so I can try to set up my lights like that. But the only thing about it is I found that these lights kind of definitely throw off the light of my photos. So when I'm taking them, I don't know how to set my camera. I don't know what aperture and the ISO and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm still working on, still trying to see how to set it up, but I just think it's really pretty in photos. And I just think it's really Christmassy. So I'm just gonna go through and try to take some nice photos and just kind of see how they turn out. And then simultaneously, I'll just be going through and picking out the stickers, and then I'll probably show you guys how I put together the little sample packs that go in each order. All right, so I have everything set up now for making my little sample packs. And I did go through, actually it's been probably about an hour, maybe a little over an hour since I last filmed this last part of the video because I needed to eat food, finish up with the stickers, getting these all printed and pulled off of the little sticky sheet when I get them cut out on the Cameo machine. But I went through and I set all of this up so that I would be able to show you guys how I do everything. But I did get some cute photos of the candles that I'm going to be using for my giveaway. So I'm really excited about that. And I'll probably pop some up right here in case you guys want to see, although it's probably already live on my Instagram at this point in time of having this video go live. But just in case you didn't see it, I'll throw some photos up just because I love taking photos and sharing them with you guys because it's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you what I do in order to actually get them in here. And I use these little 12 slot things just for the samples. It works really well for the samples. And they're pretty easy to pop out. Sometimes they do, they get stuck a little bit, but if you just give it a little bit of effort on one corner, it pops right up. So I just go through and I take all of these out and I label them. And these ones are Saturday morning cartoons, and I always like to make sure that I have these as a sample to give out in orders just because it is such a good seller. So more than likely, if somebody gets that as a sample in their order, they'll want to purchase it. So Chris actually has been telling me you want to make sure that you have those as a sample form because he knows how much of a good seller it is. So I just put it in these little, it's like wax paper. So it's not gonna seep through or anything. So it's just these little wax paper bags. And I got these Amazon or Uline, I can't remember. I think you can get them from both places, but I got them from one of those places. And I just fold it over like that. I fold it over again, and then I take these little stickers, and these are little, I think these are 1 ounce circles that I just print out from home, and then I just put it right directly on there, and then it is sealed up, and people know what scent it is. And then I take these little baggies, and again, I think I get these probably from Uline. Yeah, no, I get these from Uline. And I put them in there, and I have the side facing up, so that you're able to read it when you go like that. And yes, I know I've had people comment before, why don't I just have separate compartments, separate baskets, and put the scent? I have so many different scents, and I just don't have enough room in my little apartment. So I do the best that I can right now. So I have to put everything all in its own in the same basket, and it's all a blend of different scents. So that's just the way I'm able to do it right now and see which scent it is. And then I turn it around and have the little stickers on the other side. And then I just go like that, and it's just a little sample bag. Also, excuse my nails. I, of course, have not had the time to actually do my nails over the past couple days. I think I did them like a week ago, so that's pretty decent. And I mean, I'm just happy that I stopped biting my nails because honestly, you guys, I was always so embarrassed to make videos. And I'm so happy with myself now that I don't feel embarrassed anymore to have my hands in my videos because my nails aren't like a 12-year-old boy anymore. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that who have been biting your nails since you were a little kid and you just haven't stopped since then. And I totally relate and understand how frustrating it is. So I feel you guys on that. My fellow nail biters, I've gone... About February will be a year of me growing out my nails and not biting them. And I still keep them really, really short. Like I still keep them super short because otherwise they grow out longer and they get like brittle and they peel and I don't like it. So I'd rather just keep them really short. But I don't know, maybe I'll do like a fun holiday color on my nails. Maybe like a red, like a cranberry red or something. Maybe I'll paint them tomorrow for Thanksgiving. And by the way, I am taking a day off for Thanksgiving. I'm not working through the holiday. I am going to take the day off. I know that sometimes you guys are telling me to just take a break. And I know I need to a lot of the times. And that's a huge thing, I think, with business owners and people that are used to working a lot, you kind of feel guilty sometimes when you're not working on something that you know you should be doing. So I don't know. I am going to take the day off. I might make a post or something like that, but that's about it. I'm mainly just prepping, doing a lot today so that can be done. And then tomorrow is Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm going to, what am I going to do tomorrow? I'm probably just going to do some last minute like cleaning stuff because, to be honest, you guys, I've been kind of thrashing it even more with doing my photography shoot and doing more things like that. So there's more things all over the place. So I have to just make sure that everything's all cleaned up and ready to go. But beyond that, I also am making a pumpkin pie to bring to Thanksgiving. So I am excited about that. I have not made a pumpkin pie in forever. And the last pumpkin pie I made was a vegan pumpkin pie, which was actually really good. It's sweetened with dates, and it was actually pretty good for considering it being a quote unquote like healthier pie to eat. But I'm going to be making a not so healthy pumpkin pie this time. That's my favorite recipe that I've made before. So I'm excited about that. I tried to find, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of julienne pies. I don't know if that's a thing outside of California. But in Julian, California, they have like their pie company or something. I've never been there before, which is funny because it's actually not that far away from me. But they're famous for their pies. And at the Albertsons that's really close to my house, they have shipments in that they get the pies. So they get shipments of pies in. And Chris loves their apple crumb. What is that? It's like apple pie, but apple crumb. So I like it. It's okay. I guess for some reason, the crumble on top, sometimes I'm not a fan of the texture of it, but the taste, it's amazing. I mean, their pies are really, really good. So we were going to buy a pie to bring to Thanksgiving, but of course, there's none available, and they're not getting a shipment in until Friday. So that's Black Friday. That's the day after Thanksgiving. So it's kind of like, what's the point now? I wanted it for Thanksgiving. So, but yeah, anyways, enough of the pie talk. Unless you guys like the pie talk. I could talk about pies in every video if you guys like the pie talk. I'll probably post about my pie, honestly. I love sharing more than just business stuff with you guys on my Instagram. I just feel like it's so much more personal, and I don't have to be so like rigid just with my business. I love having more personal stuff to talk about with you guys. And I actually am thinking about that in terms of my TikTok. So more videos that I want to do with my TikTok. I like people that are able to kind of do a mixture of business and personal stuff. And there is a girl that I follow on TikTok. I'm going to put up her TikTok right here on the screen. I can't remember. It has something to do with like, her candle company is based on doing things. Like it'll be like go to the pumpkin patch or cut down a tree or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but she just changed up her labels, and I don't know. I just think it's really cute. I think her company is really cute, and she does a good job of mixing things together of like personal and business stuff. So I kind of want to start to do things like that because I just feel like I just feel like as somebody who would be following somebody on TikTok or social media, I like learning about their business, but a lot of times it's not the kind of content that I would prefer to only see on somebody's social media. Like I wouldn't constantly just be wanting to hear about products or sales or deals or things like that. Like behind the scenes stuff is a little different, but I think that when it comes to just adding in a couple personal things in there, I feel like it just kind of makes all the difference with being a little bit more connected to the business owner. But yeah, so this is what I do when I'm putting together these sample packs, and we just kind of hang out and do this. And a lot of times when I do this kind of thing, I'm with Chris and we kind of do it together, and we're able to watch TV and just kind of sit there and put these little sample packs together. And if you are somebody who is just kind of you look at little tasks like these as being a lot of work, which I have before too, where it just kind of, you know, it can be tedious or you're putting things together, especially when you're doing it constantly. Like for me, it's prepping my candle jars. Oh gosh, for some reason, I do not like doing that. I don't like doing it. It drives me crazy. I just feel like it takes forever. I'm always hunched over. It's just such a tedious thing to do. And until I started doing it in a way that made it feel like I wasn't working, that's what made all the difference for me. I just put a table in front of my TV and I put on a show, and Chris and I just sit there and we watch the show and just kind of, you know, we clean out the jars, we wipe them down, we wick them, we put the wick holders on top, and then they're ready to go for the next day of candle making. And before you know it, within, you know, 20, 30 minutes, we're done with tons of candles, and it didn't even feel like work. So that's definitely, I know I've talked about that before in videos before, but I know that there's so many new people that watch my videos all the time. So I'm sorry to everybody who has heard me say so many of these things before, but I know it's helpful to reiterate things, especially when maybe I haven't talked about it for a while or if there's newer people here. So I like to just kind of reiterate that sometimes. But now I think I'm going to be done with this. I'm going to put everything away. You know what? I might finish up these last ones. You guys are probably just like, Erica, do those ones. Okay, I'll do those ones. So I'm going to finish up these, and then I'm probably just going to show you guys real fast how I'm going to prep my boxes and start putting them on the shelves for some of my scents. Show you guys how I do that and how I'm going to maybe show you how I fit on the shelves or something. Okay, so we are going to be labeling all of my California winter 10-ounce candles. So I'm going to be packaging it up, putting it in the gift box, and then putting the scent on the outside of the box so that that's already packaged up and ready to go, and it saves me a step in the actual shipping process. So I'm going to take one of my pre-cut honeycomb papers that I did earlier today, pull it apart, and then I'm going to put the candle. I like to put it face down. That's just what I like to do because by the time it comes back up, I'm able to fold that over onto the label, and I just feel like it protects it more. I don't know. That's just kind of something I've started doing. So then I basically fold it like a burrito. So it ends up looking like something like this. And then I take one of my brand stickers. These ones were the labels that were sent to me from Frontier Labels, and it's really cute. I have my little, what is this called? It's just a greenery thing that I've started to add to my logo. And I'm just going to take this off. And these are really, really sticky, so I love using these as a way to hold it down. I don't need any extra tape or anything because it sticks to it really well. And then I'm going to take my 4x4 by 6 inch gift boxes that I get from Uline. And these have helped to protect my candles so much during transit. I absolutely love them. And so I put it like this. And then I take some packing peanuts and I put that right down at the bottom so that it has a little bit of a cushion at the bottom. And then I take my candle, put it in there. And then I have my gray and white crinkle cut paper that I like to keep on top, just for presentation, and then another way for it to kind of be a little bit more, I don't know, impacted in there so it's not moving around a lot. And then this is where I want to make sure that the outside of the box is labeled as California Winter so that I know which one it is when I go to ship. So then I just take my tin labels. This is how I choose to do it. So these are 3.75 by 1.25, I believe. And these are the weatherproof polyester labels for laser printers. And I just think it looks really nice to have the label going down just like this. So I put it on. And then it is sealed up, and I know which one it is when I grab it off the shelf. And actually, I'll just show you what it looks like because I do still have some boxes up here for my chai and pumpkin candle. I can only fit 3 in one area versus 6. So I have typically, like on the Safe Haven candle, if this one was right here, it would be 3 and 3, so I can fit 6 candles versus just 3 candles. So that's why I don't really want to do it for all of these, because I just don't know if I'm going to have enough room. But that's essentially what it looks like when it's on the shelf, and that is where I'm going to be putting them, down there. And the reason why I'm showing you guys that is because you'll get the gist of the way that this is going to go. So I'm just going to go through and package everything up. But I actually have to go because I need to make sure that dinner's ready. Chris is on his way home, so I just want to make sure I can get all of this mess cleaned up before he gets home, because there's actually stuff in front of the front door, so I don't want him tripping on it or not being able to open up the door. So I am actually going to end today's video right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and just kind of prepping for Black Friday. I hope that you guys found this video interesting at all, just learning what I'm doing and how I'm prepping for it, and just kind of hanging out with me while I chit chat about random stuff that comes onto my mind. That really helps me out. It's very therapeutic for me, so I appreciate those of you that want to listen and watch those kind of videos. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.